things. One of the things that I wanted to talk about was from Amazon Prime. There's a new series called Invincible. A lot of you guys have seen and are buzzing about. It's a cartoon series, but it is, and it's a superhero show from the creators of Image Comics. There's a comic book called Invincible. I didn't read the book, but I did want to watch this series, and I'm glad I did. First it felt like a DC type of like Superman Justice League kind of a thing. This is a story about a boy whose father is like the Superman of this world, and he's just a regular teenager waiting for his powers to kind of kick in, and he's dealing with the fact that he has this real kind of normal like life, but the only odd thing is the fact that his dad is a superhero. And this world is awesome because it's a mature, like I guess it's a mature comic book because the cartoon is very mature. Like they swear, there's blood, there's violence and things like that.
Curses.
But oh no, right, curse words.
I'm interested now.
But the great thing, I won't spoil anything, but the great thing about this show is the character development, the Peter Parker-ish Superboy kind of character in this show. The boy that's going to become his name is Invincible when he becomes a superhero. He's a very intriguing and very entertaining young man. He's a late bloomer. His dad is like his powers should have kicked in by now, but they haven't. He's a high school student, and everything about him is amazing. Like the very first, I'll spoil the first opening scene. Like the very first scene when you see this guy,
I'll fast forward that part.
He'll he's he's in the bathroom on the toilet with the comic book, and he's just minding his own business. And his mother, who's voiced by is it Sandra Oh from Grey's Anatomy, bursts in like, I'm late for work, or like, and it's just like, Mom, like I'm in, like she's like, I've seen it before. You ain't got. It's like that. I'm like, okay, so it's one of those no boundaries type of kind of comedies. I don't know, some weird stuff like that always gives me a chuckle. But
and you said that's Amazon?
It's on Amazon Prime. Now, what I loved about this is, now prepare yourself, guys. I always say that, prepare yourself. This cartoon, even though there's curse words here and there, and it starts off like it's a traditional, superhero kind of a story. Okay, there's the bad guys, the heroes come in and save the day, and there's a few F-bombs here and there. It's fine. That's fine. But it still feels like a traditional, hey, there's the heroes, there's the villains, blah, blah, blah. But by the end of the first episode, this show turns on a dime, and it's like, you're like, holy shit, what is happening? Like I mean, like the violence, the blood, the guts, the everything, just for the last like 5 minutes.
Would you say it has more like I'm just trying to picture like what you mean. Does it have more like kind of real world stakes of like the violence and everything? Is that kind of
there's a fight scene that was so graphic and so brutal and realistic in a way. I guess if these, I was
gonna say, because I feel like they never really touch it. It's like, oh, they blew something up, and it's like, what are the ramifications of that? That's a ton of carnage.
I mean, carnage is probably the best word for it. And then that it sets the tone for on Invincible, the first three they premiered with the first 3 episodes. So, and then it's a weekly kind of a show. And it's like, at first I was bored. I'm thinking, okay, this is okay. That's fine. It's a funny little cartoon. I like the characters. And then when it turns to, oh my God, what is happening to these people? Then it's like, oh, that's it. It sets the tone. It doesn't depend on the graphic stuff. It doesn't depend on any of there's a heart to this show. It's very charming. You'll like it. You should check it out. I feel like if you can get through the first episode, I think you'll watch the second and third.
It's such a soft.
I don't want to spoil
soft recommendation. If you watch one episode,
you will get. It's like cocaine. After one hit, you'll probably get addicted. I'm just saying.